Hi everyone, ScrappyKathy here with a Scrap Academy classroom exercise in hidden journaling for a summer challenge called Hide and Seek. And I'm going to be showing, in this video, I'm also doing the Rebecca Meadows birthday lift over at Scrap Squad, and this is the original pin that they chose, and this is Rebecca's own lift of it, and I love both of those, and I hope to be able to emulate these kind of pretty, precious pages. I'm going to go in a little bit different direction on this one, totally inspired by the goofy photo that I have of Ava. Probably tired of everybody snapping pictures of her, so she decided to stick her tongue out for this one. She was at her great-grandma's house, and that's her great-grandma, who is sadly no longer with us, back in the background, and I printed the photo with everything showing because I wanted to kind of show these toys scattered around, and I'm going to surround, instead of flowers and butterflies, I'm going to surround it with toys and zoo animals and childlike images. So we'll see how far I get with that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because I don't want this to be an extraordinarily long lesson for Scrap Academy folks, I'm going to give you some examples of some hidden journaling I've done recently. I'll show you how I'm going to do it on this page, and then I'll shut down the classroom, and then I'll do one of those quickie videos that shows putting together the rest of the page. And it's really, what I've done here is take a piece of paper. It's an Imaginese collection from many years ago, 2013, I think. And I used bits from it. There was a page of strips here, and so I used those strips to help me attach this paper to this paper. And I'm going to put the photo about right there and just fill it all up all around with some of these little things that I have from various sticker sheets and sets of ephemera. This is Jungle Safari by Echo Park. This is Photo Plays Wild Love. And I've probably got bits and pieces from a million other places, and I'm going to use this gorgeous perspective title from the July Fox box from Bramble Fox, and I hope to fit in this arrow as well, but I'm not quite sure if I will. So, first of all, on the subject of hidden journaling, I use hidden journaling when I have, for two reasons. One, if it interferes with the design, if it just won't fit and I don't feel like, maybe I've done an artsy page and I don't really want to write something, down there, or even include a block if it kind of has a flow to it that I don't want to use. Or I do it if what I want to write is personal and it doesn't just tell me the time and place and the people in the photo. It kind of tells about how I was feeling at the time, or how I feel about the photo or the people or whatever. So I'll give you a couple recent examples. This one is a grid layout that I did, and here I kind of was keeping with the design of the page. This was, page design. I didn't have anything in particularly personal. I took a piece of ephemera. It was actually a journaling card that had these kind of ticket punched ends, and I cut it in two, not half, but I have a smaller half and a larger half, and I hinged it together with some washi tape, so that I could open it. I decorated the top so that it just really looked like another embellishment on top of this particular grid square, and I wrote my journaling in here, talking about how long it took to order and get delivered Ava's birthday present, so that it was a month after her birthday before we got to present them to her. So that's one example. Again, nothing particularly exotic here, but I do like to leave a little something that I can grab onto to lift up. And this hanging some ephemera, or not die cuts or ephemera, it's fussy cutting kind of off the side with the leaves turned up, gives me something to grab onto. So that's one example. Another is where I was doing a very, very minimalist page based on the Beatles song Girl for the February load, the May load. Let me see when it was. Yeah, it was May. So I did texture paste white on white, and I had some glittery stuff that I used for part of it. So there's a little bit of sparkle and shine, and the white isn't exactly the color white of the cardstock. And the title I wanted to use was this typeface word girl. And I just attached a panel to the back of the page. I knew I was only going to use a single card in it, and I typed up some journaling that was kind of how I felt, what I was feeling at the time that some guys that I was tutoring formed a band and were singing Beatles songs at a fundraising event. And when I walked up, they knew I liked the song Girl, so they stopped what they were singing and sang the word girl. So I put a photo of a lot of these same guys. All the guys that were in the band are in this photo. And this was at my 20th birthday party. And I identified them. And I don't know if some of them some of them I've lost touch with. I don't know if some of them are on Facebook. I don't know. It wasn't journaling that I particularly wanted public, but I did let the top part, I once was a girl and she once was me, which is a paraphrasing of the words of that song. So that keeps the journaling hidden. It keeps it up at the top. It gives it this ribbon, and it's double stapled so that I can pull up on it. And I can see it even when it's in the page protector. So that's an example. And I use this pretty often. So today I'm going to have the journaling. I've written the journaling out on this card, or this tag, and I'm going to create a pocket for it behind the photo while still putting the foam on there so that I can mount the photo the way I want to. So I've got this scrap piece of paper here. I'm going to use this this very thin, very strong adhesive that that piece of it right there is not going to be as strong. So I'm just going to kind of go up the sides there, nothing too exotic there. And I'll show you, I've myself have wondered how I might do this when I wanted to do the foam backing, so that I could insert things and so that I could have that degree of dimension there. So I've got this. I'm going to kind of measure a little bit. The tag doesn't need to show too much. This shows always on the go, which kind of looks like a just a phrase you might put on your page, but it kind of describes Ava's constant motion at that age, which I honestly don't know who took the photo or when. It came across in a memory. I'm thinking her mother must have taken it at her grandmother's house in New Orleans. So I'm having some trouble here with peeling the tape. There we go. Okay, so now I've kind of got the tag where I want it. I'm gonna do the pocket so that it doesn't stick. And then I know I want foam on here, so I'm gonna actually attach it here, and I'm actually gonna put some here so that the tag, it'll kind of stick up above the tag, because I can't put any on here. Then, well, actually, I guess I could. Let's do that. You know what? We can do that. I can actually put it on the tag, and that keeps the tag at the level, but I just won't put any adhesive on the other side. I have done it both ways, actually, but in this case, the reason I'm doing it, this is one of those reasons. It's not that the journaling is particularly personal. It's that I really want to fill this with these childlike images. So I'm going to kind of try to put that smack dab in the center while leaving and having it kind of down a bit. Let's do that. And I'll do this. Well, there I did. I put adhesive on it, so that goes away. I forgot what I'm trying to do. I want to make it as wider than the tag itself, so I can lift that out. So I'll just leave it like that. Mount it here, about in the center. And that's where I'll pick up on my next video, but you can kind of see there just an easy peasy way to hide the journaling. You know what? I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to put it, see, I want it to stand up, but I want it also to be able to slide into the pocket. And what I may do is put a couple pieces on here, on either side of that, to, main thing is I want the photo up so that I can slide things under, and I really don't want these corners to kind of hang down there. So that will keep them up, and if I pop a little adhesive under there, it depends on what I put under or over in the final construction. So that's the beginning of a page. It shows hidden journaling. Your challenge, of course, will be to create a layout that has hidden journaling. Find a creative way. I really look forward to seeing how you all do it, because I like the idea of hiding journaling on layouts, and I'm always in the market for new and fresh ideas. So thank you for watching. Go out there and have some fun and hide that journaling, and I'll see you'll see this live video as it is on the Scrap Academy, in the Scrap Academy classroom. And when I post it, I'll post the rest of what I did to build this layout, and I'll have both on YouTube for publication on Scrap Squad Saturday, the special Scrap Squad. So thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye.